I think the adjustments that Call is making is really good. After the first game, they are going for much more solid lanes. They are putting a lot more emphasis in winning their lanes. So what happened?
Yes. After the... did you say they lost all 3 lanes in the first game?
Basically, it was bad. And yeah, the other hero I wanted to say was good against Timber was Ursa, but also banned. Didn't realize that, so... those are cancel heroes. I know he likes to play Ursa and OD. I see him play those heroes a lot in pubs.
Yeah, that's why they are banned, indeed. So what does that Juggernaut pick say about Complexity's lineup so far?
I think they can match it up against the Timbersaw and win their lanes.
Yep.
Yeah, that will be a good matchup.
That is actually pretty good, but the Timber should still be able to farm, but at least you won't get trashed because you have the spin to, you know, get creeps and harass him out of the lane.
Trashed. I don't hear you use that word that often.
I mean, he got, okay, fine, he got owned in the lane really hard.
I like the word trash.
I like trash, yeah, that works. Dumpstered is something I've heard you say.
It means a lot coming from you.
What?
Yeah. Sometimes you sugarcoat it, Winter, and I feel like we've got rid of some of that sugar.
It's because I'm here.
Yeah,
he likes being honest.
No.
You're an enabler. You take the leash off of Winter.
I keep him from being a liar.
Winter Unleashed. I can imagine that being a series.
10 seconds
Help.
Help me, the draft is not even done yet.
Okay, Luna without
Again.
a Shadow Demon, though.
I mean, it's still a very solid hero in my opinion. Like in C, a lot of the teams here like to pick the hero for one primary purpose is to win your lanes, because your lanes are really strong when you have the Luna. Off laners have a hard time in dealing with a lane if you are on your own. In most cases, I think the Treant can't really help out the lane apart from the casual armor when you need it. So apart from that, I don't see Call having a very strong dual lane like the Ogre plus Sand that kind of lane to pressure the Luna.
Shiv, you brought up an interesting stat before. I want to just clarify. Did you say that Zfreak had played a different hero every time?
Yeah, in the group stages.
Yeah.
So yes, or the previous game he
until
played
the
Leshrac.
last game, right?
He didn't play Leshrac. It was Swin was playing Leshrac all the time. So 9 different heroes in the last 9 games.
9 different heroes in 9 games. I guess I would assume that's quite a unique stat, right? Not too many can admit.
Sand King.
It is.
There we go, the
Sand
Sand
King.
King. The Sand King is a pretty good hero against Timber because it's spell damage, or you can use him to lane against the Timber. Sand King is pretty good against Timber because of the caustic. It's all spell damage. It makes it really hard for Timber in the first few levels. So
is it a toss-up between Jug and Sand King then?
or they could just do the standard Sand King offlane with the tree and the occasional tree armor and the Mirana roaming around. Because I doubt they'll be having swindles with the Treant and the bottom lane with the Sand King. I think he'll be just at top pulling and just doing his thing, casting armor. And Zfreak on the Mirana will be roaming to help the Sand King. Like if you catch the Rubik out of position, you stun, pull out for arrow. It's a pretty straightforward kill.
I think they're rooting for WG.
I think they were dank memeing.
Nope, that's 2 Ws. There you go.
Oh, I like it.
Wow.
I denied their memeing,
You are,
and I
you're the
made it into a
anti-meme.
Dota thing.
So
Probably not true, but
right now WG has to think about the Sand King lane, because their lane, if they do Rubik plus Luna dual lane, and like the last game they had the other support helping the off lane, then the Luna might have a hard time in the laning phase. So right now is a very important time to decide whether we pick another laning support to go with the Luna. I mean, a lot of the times when I see, okay, so this is what I suggested in the previous game, but they went for something similar, a team fight, position 4 that can roam and help the lanes. It's pretty good at destroying the tree armor, because you have the magnetize, and the silence for the Juggernauts. Just all in all, a very solid support pickup for them.
Are you happy with the draft so far?
Yeah, still pretty okay. But Call this time have a much better lineup to deal with. They're basically doing the same thing, same system with a bit of different heroes. But Call has a much better composition to deal with it, because their lanes are not as weak as the last game.
Yeah, with the Treant Protector. The lane winner.
More positivity for Complexity's draft so far.
I like the Sand King a lot too. I think he's going to have a good lane no matter where he goes. And he gives them a lot of team fight, which I think they lacked last game.
Do you think they would play mid Sand King, or it's just going to be exclusively Monkey's hero?
We haven't seen it on cancel, but if it depends on what Warriors game you want to run.
It's just for them. I'm just suggesting it because of the matchup. It's a very good matchup against Timber. If Timber is indeed going mid.
Yeah, he could still be on the offlane.
Yeah, he could still be on the offlane.
Looks like Complexity is expecting him on the offlane. They banned out the Tinker again, just like last game.
Yeah, they're really worried about like those snowball heroes. Like I talk about Nana, him as a player plays 2 heroes really good, Storm and Tinker.
Both of them are going to be Oh, actually, that's a lie. Storm's still available.
And if you look at the team, if they do Timber offlane, they have pretty good heroes like Juggernaut with the spin plus the leech seed from Tree and Protector. I think that is good enough to deal with the Timber Saw.
No Invoker, so it seems like Warrior Gaming Unity is expecting Muerta to go on Z-Freak as well.
Yeah, they are extremely. This band tells me they are extremely worried about one thing: the Sand King lane, because the Invoker will make the Sand King lane really strong because of the Sunstrike. The stun into the arrow Sunstrike will mean the Luna is just going to be very easy kill. So WG at this point, just taking it out just to make sure that their Luna's lane is secured.
Yeah. Well, it is still going to be complexity with the last pick, so they can choose whatever they wanted to as the last pick comes out from WG.
Right now for WG, they go for the Legion Commander here, something that they started to pick recently. It's good to buff up that Luna in the team fights. And you can remove the Overgrowth as well with the second skill.
And they play it offlane, so it kind of reveals that the Timber Saw is mid.
It's also great versus stun lock from Sand King Muerta.
Yeah, it's really good for that. Sort of like a Studio Abaddon to remove the disables. Right now for Cole, they're going to think of either if they want the Muerta mid or the Muerta is going to be support, and they pick another mid hero, like a good matchup for them.
Only Muerta mid, by the looks of things. Unless they still want to go for the Sand King. Still an option there as well.
So that's their safe lane, huh?
Jug mid.
Jug mid.
Jug mid versus Timber Saw is a pretty good matchup for him. Sand King offlane.
Yeah, that's true. That's pretty good for that.
Okay. So what? Who are you feeling is taking this one, Winter? I feel like you're expecting a third, aren't you?
Yeah.
You are.
Well, you can read my mind.
I can. That's synergy. Iceman and whatever the hell I'm called.
It's because he's being honest now.
Yeah, he's lost that sugar. I like this. Sugarless Winter is coming in. That sounds like a really kind of obnoxious
My
hipster
sugar
album.
is just for my wife, not you. Sorry.
Yes. When is that ceremony? It's going to be beautiful.
I'm not gonna tell you.
Okay. She's watching. Absolutely. Hello, Winter's wife. Nice to meet you. Let's get into it, though. We have got two delightful human beings to be casting this one, and it is crunch time. Complexity, their chances, hopes, and dreams of lifting the Boston Major Trophy hang in the balance. Will this be Warriors throwing the knockout blow, or will we see a third? We'll find out with your casters, Gods, and OD.
Thank you very much, Alex. Indeed, game 2 now, Warriors Gaming versus Complexity. A little bit of a switch up in the draft. We're seeing Complexity picking up the Tree and Protector, something that we saw EG have success with earlier. Could this be the American hero that they need, Gods?
Yeah, it seems to be one of those NA heroes.
Yeah.
It's done, Complexity used in the group stage to great effect. It seems to really, Swindles himself had a great game on the hero. Going back to the old EG with PPD, this is perhaps what Complexity need to force a game 3. Luna's going to scout out the smoke gank down bottom. Well, I say gank, it's the 5-man smoke through the enemy jungle. Doesn't actually scout anyone, but does pop Swindle's smoke, so he knows that someone is tucked away near that tier 1.
So we'll see what kind of laning-wise comes out and see if they do manage to find anything else with this smoke. Complexity still over in the jungle. And it looks like they're unlikely to find anything as of yet, just securing the space around this room spot. They'll get a ward down.
WG Uni seemed to know exactly what was going on. Luna's positioning, they circled their whole jungle. But even with the smoke not getting any kills, it gave Complexity the freedom to put a ward anywhere they wanted. They could have blocked pulls, they could have blocked stacks. They instead go for a ward that scouts the rune as well as gives visions for any hero rotating between mid and bottom lane. So something that it should be near impossible to de-ward just because there's too many spots that you can put that ward.
At the same time, though, during that movement, Warriors Gaming were able to get themselves over Cole's side of the map, and they have blocked off that small pool camp and also got that ward down deep in Complexity's jungle. So bit of vision trade-off there already. Lane-wise, indeed, as the panel was saying, we're seeing cancel on the Juggernaut this time going up against Nana's Timber. And are you kind of happier to see this for Cole rather than just seeing Muerta put mid again? Because that matchup was pretty much a disaster in game 1.
Yeah, way better matchup as far as the 1v1 at mid lane goes, and I think that's something Cancel would have been telling his Captain Swindles. Once he saw that first 2 picks on the Timbersaw, he's like, don't put me mid against the Timbersaw again, that's not working. So we'll see this straight up 1v1. For now, Z-Freak's near the mid lane, but he is trying to get his early level 2. Typically Muerta, if you go all in on throwing arrows at level 1 without getting any XP, you fall super far behind. So he's going to just jungle himself a little bit before going for any arrows towards that mid lane. Perhaps looking for that level 2 Blade Fury from Cancel for the kill.
Yeah, already we can see Cancel just trying to trade damage with the level 1 in crit. But already Nana salving up. Vector return to continue control of that lane, top lane. Bit of a mess here, his move being gone on. He'll turn his attention towards Arfu, simply rolls away. this 2v2 lane at the moment. Both teams running 2-1-2. We saw Cole, game 1, sticking with the 3-1-1 in the opening, but this time they're opening up with pressure on both halves of the map.
Yeah, nice defensive ward at bottom from WG. Scouts Z-Freak now in their jungle, so they have eyes on him, which is something they're probably getting a bit antsy about. They've probably seen a lot of...
What the hell?
Okay.
Cancel!
And the cell!
I mean, we were not expecting that. Solo killing the Timbers. I think he was a bit annoyed from game 1. He's ready for vengeance.
Yep.
Solo killing the Timbersaw.
Then he skills up the healing ward. He is not leaving this lane. He has a bottle coming on the courier soon. He's 30 gold short, which unfortunately will be a perhaps tough 30 gold to get.
And I mean, that is absolutely fantastic for him coming into game 2. He's got to been feeling a little bit down after the opening laning performance in game 1. And game 2, getting first blood on your own against the Timber that finished 6-1-8 last game and it was absolutely trashing your team. That's an incredible opening for Cole.
He's still not CSing great. It's still like only just now buying his bottle 2.5 minutes in, and that's with a first blood. So you see his CS, he's seeing on just 4 CS, so he's getting 2 CS a minute, which is very lackluster for the mid lane. And that's something where we see Nana, like he's just zoning him out. He walks up, starts right-clicking, you get the reactive armor procs. It is very tough to fight the Timbersaw in mid, even as a Juggernaut. You've got to rely on that Blade Fury quite a lot to get harassed as well as kills like we just saw.
We can see Z-Freak still playing around with the jungle camps of WG, trying to find his level 3, which he's going to find very, very shortly. And then we can expect to see him become a little bit more active across the map and maybe even try and help Cancel secure another kill in that mid lane. Top lane though, rolling in Arfu, looking towards Swindles. Isn't going to connect there with the slow, so Swindles will be A-OK at the moment.
Yeah. It does appear that Z-Freak's playing very passive and not really, he hasn't thrown any arrows at lane so much, but this is just, again, making sure that he doesn't fall too far behind. If you go for those arrows and don't land them, or even if you land on a Timbersaw, it's not really a guaranteed kill, so you don't want to waste your time as a Mirana. But now he's ready. He's looking for that arrow at mid. Jug's going to have a level 3 Blade Fury.
If he can hit it, I mean, it's a kill if he hits it for this range, but it really is a big if. They're going to start off Cancel, looking to harass down Nana, but he moves in a very nice, he kind of goes up towards the top, making it hard for the arrow to hit, but now Z-Freak coming around from behind. Nana's already fell incredibly low. He has got one more Timber Chain. Can they actually catch him though?
It's tough. He's got 10 reactive armor procs.
Z-Freak will try, but yeah, it's a hard attempt for a kill.
Even if it lands, I think it's not quite going to be a kill top lane meanwhile.
And meanwhile, WG, they're able to open up onto Swindles and Moo unable to find anything in return, so this duel versus duel lane already opening with a favorable start for the Legion and the Earth Spirit.
Again, we see WG Uni just prioritizing winning the lanes. This is like one of the classic SEA Dota things. You look back at some of the SEA success at TI and all that. One of the big kind of staples of SEA Dota is winning your lanes, doing well in the early game. Teams are known for playing very gank heavy, even going back like the old RNG sports, and that's exactly what WG Uni have done. The CS charts, again, looking very good.
He is so damn sneaky. He tries for these arrows, but unfortunately unable to connect. But he's certainly starting to step at the pressure. We saw him get those early levels in the jungle, but now it's just all about switching from lane to lane, just trying for those arrows.
Mirana as a hero and as a spell, very hit or miss that Sacred Arrow, and if you're not hitting those arrows as a support Mirana, you're not necessarily offering a whole lot. He has managed to farm up the Arcane Boot, so he will hit this decent timing where he can now farm a lot faster by throwing more arrows, and just having the bigger mana pool means you have more opportunities to go for those kills. So, sure, Z-Freak hasn't been involved in any kills yet, but that can quickly change. All it's going to take is one arrow in this mid lane to quickly turn the tides in Complexity's favor. There's an Omni/online as well for Cancel to look for that kill.
And looking back at the other lanes, again, this mid lane matchup, even though we did get the first blood, Cancel severely suffering 14 for 4 against the 20 for 5. Nana pretty much doubling the CS again. Z-Freak trying for an arrow to help out, but it is looking rough again for Cancel in this opening. Got the early kill, but he needs more. He needs some sort of help to deal with this Timbersaw. Otherwise, we could potentially just see a repeat performance from Nana in game 2.
It was one of those things which the WG Nana talked about coming into this match is the nerves, like how some of his teammates can get nervous and playing, and WG Uni are not showing. If anything, it's Cancel, his first big LAN event. He seems to be showing some nerves because this is not a matchup that should be this one-sided. 2 games in a row, he's had maybe slightly tough matchups. This one not as bad as the game 1, but he's getting destroyed on CS. He is having a really rough time, and I think a big part of that is the LAN jitters. WG Unity not showing any of themselves, and they're the team looking more composed right now.
Outside Cold trying to open up onto Kangaroo, immediately dispelling off the initial slow for Swindles, but the follow-up rage and open wings is there from Moo, looking to dive onto Kangaroo, but he's out behind the tower.
he can't get off an Omni Slash or a Blade Fury. It's a wasted time and rotation from him. It's a big time investment. Let's bring 4 heroes to a lane to try to get the kill. They did last game to kill the Timbersaw and they actually got the kill, but it was still a bad sign when you have to bring 4 heroes in. This time they bring 4 and they don't even get the kill. Really rough start for Complexity, and we're looking at a kill score of 1-1, but a CS advantage going WG's way. The one thing Cole do have is a farming 4 position hero, so they are getting farm onto the support role. Does mean they're getting a bit more elsewhere, even if their cores are not winning their lanes.
Z-Freak, look at the D-Ward. Nana just eyes on him at the moment. This is opening up a bit more space for Cancel to pick up the farm. Again, in the mid lane, Monkeys to head over, see if he can help out. In terms of his gold, coming up to 700 on top of the Tranquil, so we'll see whether Monkeys just wants to kind of play it safe out of the lanes and focus on getting that good Blink Dagger timing.
Yeah, he's got mana for the combo now, so could look for an Epicenter into, well, put Burrow Strike Epicenter with an arrow, so you can't Timber Chain away from the Epicenter if you hit the arrow.
It's a hard kill to go for, though, yet again.
Look at Nana, he's so good. He almost senses this coming. He's already repositioned to get himself out of harm's way.
I mean, he reads the map, you know. He's seen the D-Ward. He knows that there's no one in the bottom lane as the rest of his teammates are getting the pressure on. He knows that they're hunting for him, and he is just avoiding every attempt at his life here. It really is space created here from the Timbersaw. They're throwing resources at him and they're not getting anything in return. Complexity.
That's really just incredible play. Like it doesn't look like it. Nothing happens. No one gets a kill. No one loses a tower. No flashy play is made. But avoiding that Sanking rotation takes some impressive map awareness, and that's exactly what Nana shows there. He avoids going down and puts himself in a position where he's able to defend the mid-tier 1 tower without giving up a kill.
Council's trying to play around with this. Does have the Blade Fury in. Also does have an Omni and
Top
that TD, but nothing to be found there.
Ren to go and Moo there, but he raged and looked like King decided not to go for the duel.
We do have an invis on Z-Freak. They may get a chance to find some sort of a pick-off here. Arjit, still with the close backup.
Hard kill because of the raindrops, does block a decent chunk of damage coming out. Whereas the Burrow Strike going as an initiation tool. And
I mean, they need the Epi and the Burrow ready for this kill, it feels like.
Will they go in for it?
So they're going to be careful about the telekinesis and Lucent being potentially used to cancel the channeling immediately. Keys goes in with the Burrow Strike. There'll be a telekinesis. He waits it out before casting the Epi. Now he knows he can go for it. Nothing left to cancel it. Arjun comes out with the Eclipse, but some smart little play there from Cole. They'll get one. Nova tries to TP out with the Burrow Strike's there, and they get a second. Meanwhile, up top, there's a duel going in on Moo. They'll get the win. They'll get the damage as well. So Warriors Gaming do find something in return. It's a 2-for-1. And just really smart little play there from Complexity down at the bottom. Just the patience from the Sand King to wait before he commits the Epi, and he knows that the coast is clear. Nothing's going to be there to stop the channeling.
Yeah, some composure there. It's kind of your reaction as a Rubik, like, oh, my carry's gone now, I've got to lift to try and help him out. But as soon as you lift, that's when Sand King's queued up to cast that Epicenter, knowing there's nothing left to try and stop it after that. And, well, WG Uni lose their carry, but it's still overall a pretty positive early game for them, and with that kill and lifestealer,
Moo will actually block off the roll away here from Arfu. Monkey's rotating across with a Burrow Strike. That's going to allow Moo to chomp down and get himself a kill. Z-Freak jumps forward, hits the arrow, Starstorm to follow up as well. They're going to take both of the kills on this top lane. Double kill for Moo. Absolutely crucial there in that top lane.
Great aggression coming in. Z-Freak landing the arrow that's been perhaps missing from the Complexity early game, and this really sets them up. It gets Monkeys up to 1,600 gold on Sand King. They're going to be playing around that Blink Dagger timing a lot. They're going to have some pretty good follow-up for it. I mean, Jugs kind of turn things around.
He's absolutely caught up, and he's ahead of Nana now in terms of net worth. This lane has only got better as Nana's kind of been out to the side, and space has been given to Cancel.
Monkeys farms a nice little big neutral stack, so that gets him up to 2,000 gold, very close to the Blink Dagger, and after perhaps 2 more camps, he's going to be there. And the concern is Kang immediately comes in. He knew there was a bit of a stack there, but he does not get there in time to contest it.
Mid lane poof. Just over Nana eyes on to Cancel. Just over grabs himself the healing ward. Would be useful for any kind of pushes they want to achieve with the Luna.
Yeah, not the best. Probably was preferring to try find the Blade Fury off of that one, but still an okay spell. Again, it's, yeah, if you can go for a push and group up, it's going to be great, but that's not really what WG want to do right now. They're probably scared to push into like a invis initiation. Nature's guys can help get some of the heroes in position to try and fight. Jug's very high level. The Blink Dagger timing on Sand King is coming soon. So these are things that if you're WG Uni, you want to try and avoid. perhaps through some like clever smoke usage or trying to play more the pick-off game rather than the 5-man push game.
Back towards mid. Nana still keeping up, but in terms of the dominance of this lane, it's really fell off. Go for the Blade Fury here, Cancel, just to force Nana again out of the lane. And Seafreak already ready and preparing as he moves across to their half of the map to try and keep tabs on what the Timber's getting up to in the jungle. There's a ward down, so WG well aware of the positioning of Seafreak, and in fact, maybe seeing if they could do anything about it. Rubik was slightly in the neighborhood, so making sure that Seafreak doesn't hang around too much, he'll immediately just Moonlight and back up. And looks like Nana is going to try with a bit of AoE, but he won't quite find Seafreak, and Morana will be able to walk away to safety.
Yep. Some nice intel as far as Seafreak's concerned, but it does cost him the 2-minute cooldown of Moonlight Shadow, may mean that he can't use it to save someone like his Lifestealer getting jeweled or his someone in the off lane. So it does limit what Seafreak can do at this stage, but still a good position for him to be in as far as being deep in the enemy jungle. Xnova will de-ward a ward. This is a ward that's been there for a while, so by no means a new ward, and Seafreak probably looking just to TP on home.
Well, up top we go. First strike from Monkeys. He has the percentage to follow through. Arfu falling down low. They try for a jewel, but they may actually end up losing it themselves. They will. Move does go down, but he gets the bonus damage on the Lifestealer. There's a double kill for Archer, but Cancel's in position to punish him. One more touch should do it, but the movement speed is favoured there by looks, but no, it's not. He's got the phase boots. The phase boots doing it there for Cancel as he closes up on another. And Archer may have got the double kill with that rotation. The call, they get the numbers advantage, and also that tasty little bonus on Moo.
That's nice for the Lifestealer. Really great time to have an Arcane Rune as Jug. Gave him the mana pool he needed to use Blade Fury and the Omni Slash.
TP in. Dwindles. She's taking a bit of a beat down here for Nana, and in fact with the Boulder Smash, Windows is just going to get taken down. Warriors Gaming immediately punishing in the TP there.
He really wants to defend the mid-tier 1 tower. One of the nice things with Trine is if you defend those towers, you can then heal them back up to full. So he throws away his life, but it does defend this mid-tier 1 tower. It gives time for Moo to respawn, then he TPs in. So this low-tier 1 mid tower will be healed back up, and it really kind of hurts your item timings if you're not getting the tower gold, as well as just your ability to get map control if you can't take towers. And WG Uni recognize that. They want to perhaps stay around this mid lane, but without the Luna, taking this tier 1 mid tower is going to be very, very tricky.
And they've got to be careful from any kind of potential jump in from Monkeys Forever as he's constantly moving around the map.
The Luna here.
They've got eyes on Arjit. Arjit jumping from Monkeys. You're looking through the four parrots a little bit out of time there. And Z-Freak unfortunately for complexity. So Arjit will be fine and Monkeys will be forced to back off.
Trine armor hasn't fully kicked in this mid lane, and WG Uni are trying to swarm on it.
Cancel coming in with the Trine Invis, and has got the level 2 Omni Slash. Meanwhile, though, in the river, Monkeys. He's looking for the Duke out with the Burrow Strike, the Sandstorm. He makes it away. Archie comes into the high ground, but the bait and the trap is successful. Jumping in with the Omni Slash. Blade Fury to finish off the Luna. It's a killing spree now for the Cancel Juggernaut. Rolling in the mid lane, yes, rolling away, timbering out, still they can't finish off the tower. Moo comes in with a deny, and now Monkey's jumping in. Burrow Strikes to set up Nana, trying to timber chain himself away, but Z-Freak's there, waiting with the Starstorm damage. Moo here, looking to try to chase down and finish him off. Nana, incredibly low on the mana front. Does have Arcanes and a TP, but it looks like, is he going to be able to get himself out? Monkeys with the Burrow Strike, another timber chain. Nana, keeping himself alive for the time being, timbering into the base. He's got the mana for the TP, but he knows he's dead. Monkeys jumps in, will finish him off at the end of it all. And 15 minutes in, this game looking to be a lot cleaner for complexity in comparison to game 1.
Yeah, they're playing a lot better as a team getting these kills. They are still kind of suffering on net worth on the main core heroes there, but really good escape from Monkeys. Unfortunately for WG Uni, they thought they had the kill on the Sand King. They didn't put down the Sentry Ward, so that tiny bit of invis gave him the ability to Burrow Strike out. They had the Sentry preemptively planted. It would have been a kill there on the Sand King, and things would have gone a whole lot better for them, but he escapes. Jug comes in, level 2 Omni Slash this early on. Cancel doing as well as he had meant they had already the level 2 ulti, and that was a big amount of damage output that Luna just wasn't able to sustain. Complexity don't want to slow things down. They want to go, 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 and they are ready to try and make another jump, ideally killing the Luna again. This is the big carry hero that screwed them over last game, having that constant pushing capabilities. They want to try and slow down her farm and item progression.
Bottom lane, the pressure. About to come out.
He can't TP out. He's trapped. He's committed to this bottom lane.
Yeah, I'm going to bring down more members. Nana to TP across as well. See how much they want to commit to defense. This could be risky though, jumping in a good silence on the council, immediately blowing him up though. He's out of the fight, Moo jumps out, looking to turn as they're going off the Earth Spirit. Monkeys with the first burst trying to finish it off, but Arjit moving in with the Eclipse, forcing Complexity to back out. Monkeys trying to duke it out with the Sandstorm walk-off. He's in the tree line, Nana hunting him down with the Chakram, and one more burrow strike though. Monkeys, he looks to be fine, can he get himself out? He has the blink and jumps away, he'll survive. Only casualty at the moment on the side of Cole being the Juggernaut, but now they'll find more. WG get the duel off onto Swindles. A successful win for Warriors Gaming. It's not quite finished there as they find themselves Z-Freak as well. This time it's Warriors Gaming with a successful team fight. They look to get a tier 1 out of it as well, and Moo still hanging around under the cover of the Moonlight Shadow, but he has to be careful. Monkeys on the sideline. He does have an epicenter. I don't know if he'll want to try and go for anything big though without the rest of his team being there. Oh, he's going to do it. He's going to try for it. Jumps in. Epic Burrow Strike got to 2. Moves there with a follow-up looking for RG. X-Nova with the stolen Burrow Strike. Gets himself back out. They've lost Monkeys for this though. Kangaroo keeping himself alive with the armlet toggling. Will blink away. So Monkey's trying to go for the high value play. It does end up getting the Luna and the Rubik, but it costs him his life. Cancel still hunt. He's got the Omni! He's got the Omni! Oh! He's only just got to pick him up a freebie on his own. He can't get anything more, and with that picked up as well, definitely worth Monkeys going for the big balls play there.
Yeah, it was already a nice win for them killing off the Luna there, but following it up with the Legion commander kill. This is a very farm Legion.
I mean, look at it's like, surely he's not going to. But he sees the positioning. He sees X-Nova and Arjit in perfect place to take the full-on Epi and Burrow Strike to the face. In he goes, allowing time for Council to TP across. He does get stunned up in return by X-Nova's stolen Burrow Strike. But the fact that they get this cleanup, not just the Luna, the Rubik as well, and Cancel, he commits, he chases down, he hunts down the Legion, and makes sure it's a trade that Complexity, they won't regret going for on bottom lane as well. They're not only going to find one, they maybe get more of this. Arfu rolls out, he's been roosted as well, held up in the tree
went
line.
Really far. That was like a roll over the cliff, and
they should find him in okay. Monkeys, you've got to say, this Sand King, he has been having a pretty damn good game so far. It will be stunned if he might actually get this kill. I'll just cast the curse him here. But already 3-2-10, he's been making a lot of plays across the map, and at the least creates the space for Cole to finish off that tier 1, but a little bit of a bummer that he couldn't find the kill.
that's still a big victory for Complexity as far as where they stand in this game. They're getting the kills, but they haven't been able to really have that farm advantage. But off of those kills onto the Luna as well as Legion Commander, and now the Timbersaw going down as well, they found themselves with a bit more of an edge. It's the Nature's Guy's initiation there, maxed out by Swindles at level 10. He's got 4 points, and its 60-second duration Invis allows himself to just roam around, playing that Invis initiating type here, and also his teammates. We see him walking through the jungle with Monkeys. Monkeys will lead the way. He's Invis. He doesn't have to worry about being detected. And
oh, hello.
And that's a siege creep.
What's this siege creep doing?
CG's on a mission.
Let's see what if Moo can find anything with this one. No one at the moment down on the bottom lane. The rest of WG towards the mid.
You're not worried about getting blink jeweled, I guess, which is a nice way to move around the map. You know you can't get initiated on by the BKB piercing initiation, but Kang now is smoked up with his team and he is hunting.
Got the epicenter. They have got the tree and ult.
They haven't got...
Cancel's not in the
Dust
neighborhood.
on Earth Spirit.
Cancel and Z-Freak are not ready to join this fight. They've Complexity trying to commit for it. They're eyeing up Nana. But the rest of WG will be there to help turn. In fact, WG making a beeline straight for Moo, jumping in, getting neutral. Monkeys is there with the backup, trying to keep Moo alive, but it's not going to work. They've lost Moo. They should lose Monkeys as well. He's falling incredibly low, trying to juke it up with the Sandstorm, heading for the tree line, but he's not going to find his way out. And Complexity biting there at the bait of WG Unity and paying heavily with 2 lives.
It was a bit... If Complexity like a bit further to the north with the Invis Heroes, they could have scouted that smoke gank out from the Nature's Guys, but they managed to just barely get past the Invised up Sand King as well as Tree and Protector.
And Swindles, he's found Arjit, he's bringing Cancel in, he does have an Omni Stash, but this is not the fight that you want to try and go for already. Backup coming in from Warriors Gaming, jump across with Kangaroos, they're looking for Swindles, they'll drop a sentry and a Dust, the Dust will clear, but Swindles inside the tree line.
No.
And he's going to get himself out there, blends in with the trees, TP's out, Swindles will survive.
God, there's so much Invis Heroes. It's one of those games where you just have to spend all your money on sentries and dust as a support on the WG Uni side. But we saw this last game against the Weaver, against the Mirana. These supports don't mind being behind as long as their cores are doing well, and that's exactly what's happening again. The Jug is top of the net worth, but the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th spot taken up by WG Unity. They can get that Luna Manta style, that's going to help a lot against the Omni Slash damage and give WG Unity that 5-man push that we saw from last game. Nova plants a ward right by the sentry, so that'll get easily dewarded if Swindles wants to do so.
Maybe not wanting to reveal his position as of yet, just in case they can use this to get a jump on this defense move. Inside the Black Dragon, Monkey's on the side, level 2 epi, still on cooldown, 30 seconds.
Gonna just backdoor the mid tier 1 tower, get himself some money.
Top tier 1 as well being pressured by Z-Freak, so Complexity. The loser tier 2 trying to do their best to find something in return.
Yeah, Z-Freak's got a lot of fun. This is very fast Aghanim Scepter for a support Muerta.
He's going to have it about the same rate that cancelled in game 1.
Thinking just the same thing, just wasn't gonna say it. Glad you're here to be a bit savage. No, it's a very different game for Complexity, and Z-Freak's been given a lot of farm allocation. He's kind of been the one playing that split patrol, similar to what he did in game 1, but Complexity as a team with their fighting unit have been more successful. Cancel has stepped it up. He's 6-1-4. He had a rough laning stage, but since then has really turned it around when he started playing around his team.
And obviously, as well, this game, because Nana, he prioritized the Bloodstone over the Hood, that Ag Starstorm is going to be much more effective than it could potentially have been in game 1.
There's early points into the null field for Rubik, so 3 points, he's almost maxed it out, so that 22% magic resistance aura will help a lot against both Muerta and Sand King. Does give some extra added value to the Rubik pick against these two heroes. Not going to be the end-all save-all for WG Uni, and this is perhaps more the play here. They want to go on the aggressive again. Last time it got them a couple kills, including a Lifestealer pick-off. They've smoked up, but move perhaps ready for some kind of a move is once again inside creep. He doesn't want to play with his hero. It's a lot safer to be farming inside either a neutral or an ancient as he is. Yeah. I say that he pops out. That's dangerous time if he gets spotted.
But it looks like Warriors Gaming aren't going to head that way. They don't have vision around the Ancients of Complexity. They've got their eyes on Cancel and Monkeys Forever. Both do have ultimates available.
Oh, that was a Radiant scan. They didn't scan anyone out.
Monkeys could be in trouble. He immediately blinks out though. And looks like he's avoiding this movement for the time being. Burrow Strike TP away. And Monkeys, they'll live to see another day there. So nicely avoiding this 5-man movement from Warriors Gaming.
Yeah, they just slightly off on that one. They did get the kills last time. This one, they slightly missed finding the Ancient killing Lifestealer and then the rotation down bottom. Very hard to make those kills because your smoke pops, and when it's nighttime, the vision is just not really there. Outside of Luna being in the front line, Luna's not really the ideal hero to lead a smoke with, but when she has the Luna blessing vision, it's sometimes something you just need to have. And here we go, we can see what Lifestealer can do. He's got that Black Dragon, he's got plenty of mana to use the Fireball, and
but look at this wraparound coming in from Complexity.
They want to get the backlines. Yeah, ideally, finding someone like the Rubik or the Earth Spirit, or even bursting down the Luna works just fine. You can see Lifestealer trying to scout them.
Just get the vision here with the Black Dragon.
They're positioned so well in the trees, though.
Can Monkeys find the big jump immediately? Going in with the first Burrow Strike. Will be held back by the telekinesis into the jewels. They need to save this SK. He's out. They'll lose one here. He'll buy back immediately. Monkeys trying to get himself back in the fight. Cancel. Focusing on Archie with the Blade Fury, but he has to back away under the cover of Moonlight Shadow. Moon's coming in, chomping down on Archie with the Boulder Smash. Holds them. They've lost 2 here. They're going to be losing Moo as well in this fight. Swindles on the retreat, but he's been dusted up. He himself has to be careful. And Warriors Gaming striking very, very hard there.
They're supporting cast, all 3 of them positioned in the trees with a high ground observer ward on that cliff. That was just the best way to take a fight for them. Juggernaut couldn't get his Omni Slash off. He didn't have vision of heroes, but those heroes could see him. That was just beautiful. We'll see Complexity now have to try find a way to defend their high ground. This tier 3 tower and Rax could be in jeopardy.
They do still have the epicenter in 30 seconds. They'll have the Omni Slash, but absolutely, there's this whole window. And with this SD, with the Luna, you know, there may not be an SD this time round, but it doesn't seem to matter because the items and the potential that they've got at this stage is not the 20-minute racks that we saw in game 1, but 25 minutes, they'll still take it. And Warriors Gaming opening up this matchup here, 15-16, and taking a racks away from the hands of Cole. On the sidelines, though, Monkeys will find a retreating Earth Spirit. They'll take something for their efforts, but at the end of the day, Warriors Gaming will be more than happy with that trade, winning a team fight, getting the racks, only losing an ES at the end of it all.
Yeah, here's the beautiful fight again. The instant duel onto the Sand King, recognizing that you take him out, you take the epicenter out, and Cancel on the sidelines. He's trying to juke around the trees. He puts the healing ward down, trying to heal himself back up, but Arjit had vision because of that observer ward. You can see Cancel immediately upon dying. He even pings the ward. He's like, ping, ping, I'm angry, I just died. Like, how did this happen? You can see the shock in his face, because it's one of those things where if you're in those trees, if you can't see them, they can't see you. That's how the vision works in fog there. But because of that high ground cliff ward, Complexity had the advantage. He couldn't see anyone to Omni Slash. If he gets an Omni Slash there off onto the Luna, very different fight potentially.
Yeah, having to go for the Blade Fury first, just you aren't going to be able to out-TPS with that magical compared to the right clicks that Luna's packing at this stage. Into the Roche pit, Complexity, and what looks like they will get away with this one for free, so a nice bit of a pickup here to hold them in this game. As Warriors getting on moving across, but it's not going to be soon enough, so Cole grabbing that move, picking up the Aegis, and with the Moonlight Shadow, they're ready to set up for a potential kill. It's a hard hero to go on though. Nana, the first target, Kangaroo jumping in, has the jewel available again. The Sand King is the big one to find, taking Monkeys out of the fight before he can offer anything back in return. Cancel this time though with the Blade Fury, does find one thing. Moo's already in Cancel, trying to get out, but Cancel, nuke down, the telekinesis, the stolen Blade Fury, X-Nova chops down the Juggernaut. Moo. Ready for round 2, but immediate silence. Arfu gets the pull-off. The Magnetize is there, so no amount of armor toggling will keep Moo alive. Warriors Gaming just finding kill after kill here in these skirmishes. And Complexity getting pulled apart, regardless of the fact that they had that Aegis for that attempt.
I mean, Arfu has just been insane on the Earth Spirit, from going back to that early kill at the tier 1 bottom tower when he initiated on the Jug, to that fight by the trees with the Observer Ward that was his, to that silence. I mean, Arfu's Earth Spirit has been the game decider in so many ways this game.
Cancel buying back. It's all on the line now for Complexity as they're potentially on the edge of losing a second set of racks before this 30 minutes mark.
Oh, once that tower goes down, then the glaives will start bouncing around. It's got an Eagle Song, so they push very fast with this Luna.
This is absolutely terrifying for Cole.
Monkeys is smoked up, ready to epicenter.
Man, Boulder Smash, X-Nova again, moving forward with the stolen Blade Fury. Arceus falling down low, finally gets chopped down here. They've lost Monkeys, but they've found 2 this time. They're getting the good trade. Kangaroo's trying to go in onto Moo, but Moo stays alive, turns towards X-Nova with the Axe, starts off for Z3. Complexity are doing it, they're holding on. Kangaroos to be dropped as well. Nana, the last remaining survivor from Warriors Gaming. And if they can find this one as well, Complexity could live to see another day here in Game 2. Nana trying to get himself away with Z3. Jumps forward with the Starstorm. A regen from Nana, keeping himself alive here. Complexity, they've got to be careful with how they poke at this Timbersaw. Because Nana, it looks like they're just going to have to leave him be and let him get away. But at the end of the day, it is Complexity holding. They do get the kills, but it costs them the buyback from Cancel, and he immediately dies as well afterwards. So it's really going to set back the Jug in comparison to Argit's Luna.
Yeah, and losing the tier 3 tower means that mid lane is still open to push. Nana's playing almost too aggressive in this top lane.
He's still toying with him. And now when Monkey's coming across with a Burrow Strike, it looks like it could be the end to Nana's reign. Can he actually play his way out of it? He's got the Crimson Guard and the bots. He's just going to TP out. There's nothing to hold him back. And Nana just toying with Complexity.
He waves goodbye, says, see you later. That is some swag plays coming out from him. The main stage not scaring this guy. He styles all over Complexity in that top lane, and that really puts him in a rough spot now. Luna and Timbersaw both with a huge amount of farm. Luna's got the completed Butterfly, so not going to see an MKB anytime soon on either of the right-clicking carries of Jug and Lifesteal. And the Epicenter alone last time wasn't enough. Luna survived on like 400 or 500 HP thanks to the null field, and that's a scenario where they're going to have to be much more reliant on that magic damage, or perhaps the Omni Slash. Level 3 Omni Slash is available for Cancel. He's got to get in and try and catch the Luna outside of the Manta illusions.
And look at this ward as well. They see the Jug, this high ground ward that WG are able to get up.
Gives them such an advantage. They see Cancel looping around.
He's got to be so careful where he comes out on this Jug.
He dies. That's basically game over.
Warriors Gaming just having Nana on the front lines. He's pretty much invincible, as we've seen with the Blink Dagger as well.
Gotta know he's coming, and they've got the Blink Jewel ready.
They're moonlighted, but they know. Warriors Gaming knows what's up. Immediately backing off. I'm going to be caught out. Monkey's coming in with the Burrow, just trying to clear out the illusions, but already the range rack's falling.
Oh, they've lost Moo.
Oh my goodness, how can
here comes Cancel.
He's going to have to buy back for sure if they come in heavy. Cancel.
There's no jewel for him, so they can't lock him down to get the kill, but what they can do is just walk in and take racks. That seems to be more the plan now.
What can Cole do to stop it? Well, I think the two-man silence there onto both Swindles. Monkeys now, the buyback has been forced out on Moo.
Oh, that's really what they're looking to test the waters with. They're like, okay, if he buys back, we immediately want to retreat, but you don't want to get caught when he buys back. If you buy back as Sand King's Epicenter Burrow striking you, that's where you lose heroes, but you do so in such a way where they don't get punished. have lost their high ground ward, but not sure that's going to matter.
Huge epicentering up, and Nana comes in with the touch, cancelling the blink dagger. Monkeys can't get into position. The telekinesis delusive beam, bring him down low. He will survive. They'll get a good arrow on the ESMU in the midst of it all, trying to shut them down. But the jewels there, they'll get in. They'll finish off the lifesteal. He's down for 70 seconds, and Eclipse to follow up. As Complexity being cleaned up by Warriors Gaming. And it looks like Warriors Gaming on the verge of taking down Cole. 2-0 potentially as 4 hit the deck. They know there's no buybacks out. Warriors Gaming going for the finish. I mean, Complexity may be able to hold on. There's still relatively short respawns, 30 seconds till the SK. But it's looking incredibly grim, and especially with Z3 coming forward, offering his life to the Southeast Asian gods. WG Unity have done it. 2-0 in this series. Complexity, they're going home, gods.
I mean, it goes back to what we were saying, you can't underestimate any team in this tournament.
Absolutely not.
WG Uni may not be the team that many people expected to come out of the SEA region qualify, as a team that a lot of people may not have heard of, but they come here to Boston and just played some insane Dota. The individual play from some of their players, from Arthur and the Earth Spirit, from Arjit and Nana in the core roles, but then also the team coming together. The strategy in game one was absolutely flawless. This team